We are live. All right. How's it going, Brian?
Yes.
Good to meet you, man. I'm Ali.
Nice to meet you.
Introduce yourself. Where are you resident currently?
I'm a second-year resident at Vassar Brothers Medical Center.
Awesome. And this is in which state?
It's in New York, in Poughkeepsie.
Perfect. And what year are you?
I'm a second-year resident.
Awesome. What's got you thinking about locums?
I've heard that they pay better and they tend to have better hours in terms of like scheduling flexibility.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, do you? So you already signed, I think, an employed job for when you graduate.
For when I graduate, it's a 2-year contract.
Okay. Awesome. And you're maybe thinking to pick up some shifts on the side as well, just to kind of explore and see what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. That's exactly what I did. When I graduated, I took a full-time job. It was great to get my feet wet as an attending. And then I started picking up some locums on the side just to experiment. And then after 2 years, I realized that's what I want to do full-time.
They're good at it.
Guys, can you guys maybe keep it down with something?
Yeah, several of the attendings that I work with do something very similar.
Okay. So yeah, the scheduling, do you have any particular pointed questions about like the lifestyle or the scheduling? How does something work? Do you have any?
Like with locums, would someone be able to like block out like to do like multiple shifts in like a certain amount of day?
Like, yeah. So most shifts when you go to a locum site, they'll block it for you if you want. So oftentimes if you're doing locums, you're going to be traveling, 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, depending on what it is, or happen on a flight. And so in that case, they don't want you to be traveling too many times back and forth. And obviously you won't want to do that either. So blocking is not a problem for the vast majority of sites. Every site that I've worked at as a locum, they've been more than accommodating because they need the help. So they'll make it work around your schedule. And in some places that I work at, they actually give you preference of schedule in terms of like the dates. So you can give them the dates and then they backfill with their own employees because they really need that help. So yeah, that's not a problem at
all. What is like in general, I know it's like probably site specific, but like the pay range that would typically entail?
Emergency medicine, generally speaking, as a locum, you should be making $300 an hour minimum. The exception to that is 24-hour shifts and at the hospital that offer 24-hour shifts. Generally, the pay rate for that will be around $180 to $230. We don't have any jobs that do 24-hour shifts yet, but that's kind of the pay range. Now, for locum work, $300 should be the base. We've offered recently some jobs on EM doc jobs that were $400 an hour. So those are not as common, of course, but they do exist. And so anywhere in that range, you should get something. It's a good rate. Yeah.
Okay.
What else have you thought about just dipping your toes into locum? What even, I guess, got you thinking? Because I mean, are you trying to like just work more to make extra cash to like pay off some debt, or what is it that what are your goals after residency?
So, get out from underneath my student debt, probably pay off my house, as well as start investing and getting other sources of income, and doing those things earlier so that later on in my career, when I don't have as much energy,
relax it a little bit and not have to work full time as a doctor, right? Yeah, you're thinking about it the right way, man, because I believe as emergency medicine stands today, it's no longer a sustainable career full-time for the next 30 years. It's just not sustainable. The amount of administrative burdens that we have, the amount of just chaos in terms of the staffing ratios in most places, the patient populations, much of it being sicker, a lot more social issues that come in, alcohol, drug-related issues, psychiatric issues. We're just not equipped to be able to handle these things that come through our door, right? We're not optimized for that. And so to do this for a career, I think is just, you have to set yourself up financially to be able to put yourself in a position where you can work on it or work on a schedule that's more conducive to your life and maybe 7-8 shifts a month, right? Instead of doing the 14 shifts in a row or in a month and things like that, well and late into your career. Yeah, that's good. You're already thinking like that, man.
Yeah, I know some attendings who are in their 50s, 60s that are still working 15 shifts.
Do you want to be like them?
No. I'd much rather get things sorted out early.
Right. And so, I mean, that's exactly what happened to me. I was 2 years out of my residency and I looked around me. Great hospital, great colleagues. And I looked around and I saw attendings who had been there for 15, 20 plus years. And I looked and I said, they don't look very happy to me, many of them. And if I'm still having to work, let's put it that way, having to work full-time hours to like make ends meet, and that late to my career, then I feel like I would have given up a lot of my life to something that I didn't necessarily want to invest that much into. That makes sense?
And then that's the thing is there's a difference between having to work and wanting to work.
Rightfully said. I think that's the perfect way of like putting that down. With locums, you get to schedule your life first, life events, and then you put your work around that. You sprinkle it in. As an employee, you get your work schedule first, and then you have to try to fit in your life events around that. Make sense? So it's a complete flip of how you approach your life. Like, what do you value most?
Time with my wife.
Time with your wife. What else do you like to do? Travel, or do you like to
we travel, but that's
hobbies?
kind of limited on
Right
residence.
Now, for sure, of course. What are some things that you like to do once you graduate?
Used to play ultimate frisbee
Okay.
Twice weekly in like some different leagues, rock climbing and being outdoors.
Just getting out there and just re-exploring. Yeah, that's awesome, man. And, I think locum is great because it gives you that flexibility to kind of be able to operate on your own schedule. I took a month off in March. I'm taking a month off in June, and I'm taking another month off in December without having to ask for any vacation time. I give them my schedule. So guess what? If I don't want to work a month because I'm traveling or whatever, I don't give them my dates for that month. So, you can basically create your own path and carve out your own path. So I think starting off doing a little bit on the side is a good thing, just to kind of get your feet wet, see what it's like. And if you have any questions, we're here to support you, man.
All right.
Good to meet you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.